Hey everybody, I'm Nave357. Welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Casual Bingo. As you might be able to tell, from the last episode we defeated Volvega in the Fire Temple. Successfully completed that, and we ended down there in front of the Fire Temple on that teleport pedestal. But now I'm way up here. Where the heck am I? Well, I am sort of back up here at the top of Death Mountain where you can actually... if you see these stairs, this is where that Great Fairy is. Whenever we came here as a child, yeah, that's where we are right now. So, I wanted to know how to get these two heart pieces. There's one in here, and there's one down here that we're going to climb to. The one over there on top of that hill, I've pretty much decided I'm going to need the hover boots to get those. But, in the meantime, I can get this one. Piece of heart. Alright, so with that done, I'm going to go ahead and mark, where's it at? Both heart pieces. I'm going to put a star on it, just so that we know it's in progress. So I only need one more. I only need the one more in Death Mountain Crater, and we'll be able to mark that off of our bingo chart there. So for those of you new to this channel, I record these live on my Twitch. And for those of you who are new to what a bingo is on Zelda games, it's, as you can see, we have a bingo chart here, and we complete the tasks on them, and as we do them, we mark them off, and we try to get, 5 across, 5 vertically, or 5 diagonally, just like a real bingo game. Everybody's played bingo. Everybody knows what that is. What people usually do is, it'll usually be people speedrunning it in bingo. They'll get their randomly generated bingo card, and they'll try to complete it as fast as they can and everything. But I am no such speedrunner, at least not of this game, because this game is crazy when it comes to speedrunning, and I cannot do all that. So I'm just doing it casually. Just having fun. Just beating the game while filling out a bingo card. And so far, so good, and lots of fun too. If you see this wall, it's definitely just prepped and ready to be hit by a bomb there. And it's just a what do you call these things? They're called stones of truth or something like that. If you hit them, they tell you the time. The current time is 12. So right now, in-game time, it's noon. But I believe if you get the Mask of Truth in this game, you can actually talk to them, and they'll actually tell you relevant things and secrets of Hyrule and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. So, being that I record these on my Twitch channel, I do have a Twitch chat, so if you ever hear me talking to someone or about someone that seems rather confusing, it's probably because of my Twitch chat. So, like, for example, right now, Smexy Mythic here in my Twitch chat is talking about how he wants to become a field tech, because we were talking about how we both work in the IT industry. Yeah, we have those two. We call them, like, primary engineers. Like, we assign them to different accounts that we have. And they work with those different accounts to go on site and see what's going on and everything. So it's basically the same idea. Field Tech, Primary Engineer, it's just a fancier name for it. So we're at a Great Fairy's Fountain. I honestly don't remember what this one's going to give us, but if I had to guess, considering that we're in Death Mountain Crater, I would say that she's going to give us an increased amount of bombs to carry. Let's see. Let's see. And we get the creepy fairy lady, and they're just gonna show off her whole body to us as if we appreciate it. But what they don't know, what the developers did not know, is that they're just gross and weird, and I don't like it. I'm going to enhance your magic power. Alright, so we get a bigger magic bar? That's tight. Heck yeah, man. I always wondered, like, I could never remember where. Because I remember the past couple times I beat Ocarina of Time, which must have been years ago by now. Pretty sure I always beat the game with just the standard magic meter. And by the time I got to Ganon's Castle, I was like, man, I don't remember how to get a bigger magic meter. But this is it. I just always missed it, I guess. I knew it was definitely a thing, I just never remembered where to get it, how to get it. But now we have the doubly sized magic meter, so that's nice. If we get one more heart piece, or one more heart container will have a life bar to match it, so that'll be cool. And we'll come back once we get the hover boots to try to get that heart piece up there. I believe that's what we need. I'm pretty sure we need hover boots to get that. So chat's asking, what's my favorite Zelda? Man, I hate that question. Because it's too hard. I will give you a top 5 though. Not in any particular order, because again, it's just too hard. I mean, I guess my cop-out answer to that question is probably Majora's Mask. I know. But it's probably just the one that I've played most frequently, most often. So that's probably the true answer. I just don't like giving definite answers on that question. But my top 5 has got to be like Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, of course. Wind Waker's also really good. It's definitely up there. Skyward Sword. I know. Everybody hates that one. I really love it. It's honestly a really good Zelda game. People are just big babies and they can't get past motion controls. Which, the motion controls were actually pretty good. They were pretty accurate, pretty fair, and if you ever had problems with them, it was really easy. You just had to set your remote down for a few seconds and it like recalibrated itself. Oh, Skyward Sword. So there's 3 of them. Honestly, I would probably put Link's Awakening on there, because growing up, I never really liked any 2D Zelda games. Like, A Link to the Past, that's a lot of people's all-time favorite. I don't really like A Link to the Past. Honestly don't. It's not in my top 5. That's for sure. But whenever, and you know, the original Zelda game for NES, it's cool. It's like, I respect it because it's the original, but it's definitely not my favorite. It's just very, it's hard, it's confusing, but that's just how it was because that's how NES games were, right? But I respect it. It's a good game too. But the first 2D Zelda game I've played where I actually really enjoyed it was Link's Awakening whenever I got it last Christmas, for Game Boy Color from my roommate. It was a really awesome gift. I really appreciated it. And it was the first time I had ever gotten to play Link's Awakening. And then it was funny, like a few months after I got it for Christmas, we found out they were remaking it for Switch, which I also have it on Switch, of course. But Link's Awakening DX for Game Boy Color was really cool. I really liked it. To me, I was like, this is what the original Zelda was trying to be. This is a really good Zelda game. So maybe that would be on my top 5. And then for the 5th one, it's tough. I would say either Ocarina of Time or Twilight Princess. I would probably say Ocarina of Time, actually. If only because it was the first Zelda game I've ever played, the first one I ever beat, and pretty much just nostalgia. Like, I like Twilight Princess. I don't think it's as good as a lot of people say, because Twilight Princess is the modern A Link to the Past, where, like, if you talk to someone who's played Zelda games for decades, they're going to say A Link to the Past is the best of all time, because it's the one that they grew up with, it's one they love. If you talk to someone who was born in like 2000, maybe late 90s or something, they'll say Twilight Princess, because that's one that they had when they were younger, and honestly, it's really good, yeah. They're all like, oh, I love how dark it is and stuff, and yeah, sure. I don't think it's as good as it's hyped up to be, though. I just don't. And I'm not really sure why. It's been a few years since I've played that one as well, so maybe if I replayed it, I would change my mind. But yeah, so right now my top 5 are Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Skyward Sword, A Link to the Past, and Ocarina of Time. Not in any particular order, but that's just the top 5. So, in response to that, Smexy Mythicus said that Minish Cap was his favorite. I wish I could say the same. The only problem is that I've never really played Minish Cap. I kind of did. Like, I borrowed it from my cousin when I was a kid, for a little bit, and I got to play like one dungeon or something. But I've never owned it. I've never completed it, so it's hard for me to say, really. It's sort of one of the very few Zelda games that are left that I have not played or owned. There are very few Zelda games that hold that title. I have not well, I mean, I have played it, so I guess I should say very few Zelda games that I have not beaten or owned. But I definitely have heard good things about it. Like, a lot of people say it's definitely one of the better handheld Zeldas for sure. Oh wow, look at this. This leaf just takes me up to Zora's domain, and I don't have to do all that walking and stuff. Oh, shoot, I should have jumped off. Well, that's okay. I'm actually going to jump up here. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow. Okay, wow, this thing is going so fast. Okay, wow, there's a lot to process there. Alright, I'm going to jump off here this time. Go in the secret grotto right here. And see... Oh, it's a fairy fountain. Do I have a fairy? I think I used it during the fight in Volvega. Yeah. I guess another reasoning behind why I would say Ocarina of Time would beat out Twilight Princess in my top 5 is not just nostalgia, but because I feel like it really embodies the essence of a... How do I say this? Like, trying to think of how to word this. A fantasy epic. It's like you have this goal, you have this setting of these like spiritual realms and high priests that are like sages, you know, sages of their realms, and this ultimate force that's the Triforce, and this ultimate evil that is Ganondorf, and your goal is to save the world and save the girl, and it just feels like it really embodies the spirit of a classic high fantasy RPG, I think. And not only that, but just of a Zelda game specifically. I feel like the idea of a Zelda game specifically is really captured by Ocarina of Time. That's just my opinion. Alright, let's see if I can... I don't know if I can make this jump, honestly. I might have to get the hover boots to do this. But we'll try! Yeah, no, I did not make it. I phased through it, but that doesn't quite cut it, I suppose. Alright, so to get... Yeah, I would need the hover boots, it seems. Unless... Yeah, no, I definitely need the hover boots. Whatever. Let's just go up to Zora's domain, because we know, by process of elimination... as a kid, we went to the grass temple, and then the fire temple, and then the water temple, and now as an adult we've done the forest temple, the fire temple, so by process of elimination what's left must be the water temple. So let's go talk to King Zora, see what their problems are now, 7 years later, and do what we must to start the water temple. Need to get my Ocarina here. Ocarina of Time, more stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, you can definitely find, like, even now, as an adult who has played this game several times throughout his life, just not recently, someone who has watched a couple playthroughs of it and all sorts of stuff, I still learn stuff about this game. I still know less about this game than I do Majora's Mask. But, wow, Zora's domain! It's frozen. It's literally frozen. You know, the people who live here, the Zora, I mean, they're fish people. They have to swim, and they're aquatic. Like, there's no way that their place being frozen can be good for them. So, man, I can't even get to the shop. It's frozen shut. What does Navi have to say about this? An arctic wind is blowing from Zora's river. Do you feel it? Yeah, I feel it. I'm inside their domain. I'm literally inside this frozen place, and you're like, do you feel the cold air? Look! Even King Zora is frozen. Jeez. Alright, well. Din's fire actually doesn't do anything. So... Oh yeah, I want to change back to Kokiri Tunic. Yeah, Din's fire, you would think that Din's fire might help here. It doesn't. So I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm just going to go do what I know needs to be done. We need to go into the ice cavern back here. So Lord Jabu Jabu used to live here. I guess he's dead now. I don't actually know. I don't think I'm not sure if it ever really got explained as to what happened to Lord Jabu Jabu after you, Oh, jeez. Someone's shooting me. Oh, there he is. There's the culprit. Anyway, over here is Ice Cavern. So let's go to it. If we don't fall. And here we will find a few things that we need. Ice Cavern. I really like the music here. Let's just stop to appreciate it for a moment. It's really cool. It definitely embodies that like ice vibe going on, you know? I know that speedrunners really abuse this area, do a lot of glitches to get through it really quickly and get the item at the end. Oh jeez, really? Oh my gosh, come on dude. I was trying to attack this guy and the game locked onto the other one. Like, no, wrong guy. What? He's gone, he disappeared. I'm pretty sure I need to kill him to progress. Unless I'm just wrong. Oh, there he is. He respawned, I guess. Ah, jeez. Come back here, you coward! There we go. That's what I thought. I needed to kill them for the, these bars to open up and I can progress. But yeah, it's really neat. Like, this is the first sort of frozen, snowy area that we've seen in this Zelda game. We got pots flying up at us. So if you collect these, there should be 5 of them, I believe. If you collect 5 of these silver rupees, we can progress. Where is the 5th one? There it is, up there. Yeah, these bars that you can see here are closed off. So if we grab this in the air, opens up, and we can move forward. Whoa, what's up with the FPS there? You guys see that? Or is that just me? More enemies and spiky things that I'm dying to. Alright, so this is the room that we want to be in. This is where all the good stuff's gonna happen. Yeah, I thought that bat was gonna catch up to me. I want to kill that bat. I want to kill that bat. This is never gonna work. Oh wait, now he's approaching me. Now it will work. There we go. So as you can see, actually, you know what? I'll just wait. I'll just wait. Oh god, there's a bat. No! Got him. So as you can see, there is a blue fire here. This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe you can use it for something? Yeah, so what the heck? This blue fire. So I actually need to empty... I'm going to empty out both of these bottles here. Because we need to actually capture this blue fire into our bottles. Take the Poe. Oh god, did I just eat that Poe? Ew. Why? Why did he do that? Link, why didn't you just set it free? He just ate the soul of a man. That's so weird. So now we have blue fire, which we can use after I get unfrozen. Oh dear lord. Take care of that guy. Alright. We can use blue fire to handle the red ice encapsulations, whatever you want to call them. It's the only way to get rid of the red ice. So we actually need to bring a bottle of this back to King Zora to unfreeze him. Got the dungeon map. Alright, cool. Cool. So now we have some progression here. Gonna take some more fire with us. Alright, so we have the dungeon map. we know that there's no way that all of this was just for that. So there must be more to this area, right? I'm pretty sure we get a pretty important item in the ice cavern. Aside from a dungeon map and a couple bottles of blue fire. I'm talking about something more permanent to add to our inventory. I think we need to go that way. Pretty sure we need this blue fire to go through here. To, yeah, melt this barricade and we can move forward. Ah, yes, this room, this room. So there's more blue fire if we need it. That's handy. But as you see, there is an entire floor covered in ice, some silver rupees we have to collect, and a block of ice. Moving around, you'll notice if I take my hand off of the control stick, yeah, this place is slippery. This place is not the kind of place you want platforming. You want to do platforming on. It's your least favorite Mario game. Think of it like that. Mario level, excuse me. Jeez, come on, bat. Come on, bat. Wow. There we go. 8 arrows later. This one's hiding, but I'm gonna get him. There we go. Alright, sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and get this golden Skulltula too. Alright, sweet. So, if we slide on this ice, maybe this block does too. So if we approach it, grab it, push it, yep, it slides alright. And that is how we are going to gain access to some of these rupees that are higher up. FYI. So grab this, and then we actually can make this jump here. Doesn't really seem like it, but you can. Grab a little bit more fire. And then, how many more rupees? 2 more of these silver rupees is what we need. Push it into this one. Alright, and then if we push it... Oh, I see. I messed up, I think. Oh, no, I didn't mess up. Okay, now we're good. Push it over here. Push it over there. Oh, I did mess up. Yeah, it's gonna fall off into that void over there. Luckily, it respawns, so it's no big deal. There we go. Now I can come get this one that's up on this platform that's too high for us to reach. And that'll be the last rupee. Yay, melting ice, yay. Alright, so, but I do need to sacrifice this block once again. And we have to push it in the route that we did the first time. Because as you might have noticed, it was lined up to perfectly fit that little area over there. I'm pretty sure you actually can, like, damage boost your way up there with a bomb or something, but I don't really know how to do that or anything, so I'm just not even gonna try. I should have climbed up and jumped up there first. Let's see if I can still make it. Probably not. Yeah, no way, no way. Ah, dang it. Oh well. I wanted to get another bottle of fire, but it's fine. Maybe there will be some further ahead. Alright. Fits like a glove. And now we can move forward into the chamber that we want to be in. The chamber that should have the item that we're coming here for. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to use my fire here. Hopefully that'll melt all of it. That'd be nice. Nice. Alright, and then I believe, yeah, this is the room. This room is really cool. Like, I don't know what the heck this is supposed to be. I don't know if it's supposed to be ice. But it's like a weird 3D, like, virtual, holographic looking thing. It's so weird looking. That's really cool. I am going to answer your question, chat, in just a moment. First, we have to fight this Wolfos. Oh, no, I just don't want to die. There we go. Alright, sweet. Made it out successfully. Spawned the chest that contains the item we need, and after we take it, there's going to be a cutscene involving an important character that you might remember. The iron boots! So heavy, you can't run. So heavy, you can't float. So if you wear these, you're basically invulnerable to Pennywise, because you won't be able to float. Link is so surprised. Look who it is! Sheik! We meet again, knave. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. This is also a really pretty song that she's going to teach us. And just Sheik's theme song in general is a really pretty song. Time passes, people move. Like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to a noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water's surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself. It's always funny to see how surprised Link is at his musical talents. You have learned the Serenade of Water. Knave, I'll see you again. Ninja. So we have gotten quite a few things. We have learned the Serenade of Water. We have learned that the Zoras are trapped beneath the ice. And we have learned that Princess Ruto is still alive. She is currently on her way to the water temple to try to resolve the situation surrounding the ice by killing the monster there, which is the source of the ice curse. And we've learned the Serenade of Water. And maybe I said that already. Did I say that we got the iron boots? Because we have the iron boots. Just covering my bases here. So with that, we know that we need to go to the water temple, but where is it? I mean, as a kid, the water temple was inside Jabu Jabu, but he's gone now. We don't know if he's dead or if he's trapped in ice or what happened to him. We do know that the Zoras have some sort of connection to Lake Hylia. I mean, it makes sense considering that their river feeds into Lake Hylia, I believe. They have a connection to Lake Hylia in quite a few ways. I mean, pretty much anything water related the Zoras have a relation to. So maybe the temple is there. It's not really a good way to know for sure, but with this song that we were just taught, we know that we can at least teleport there. teleport to wherever this temple is. So even if you don't know where the temple is, you can still find your way there. So we'll do that in just a moment. In the meantime, I'm going to go free King Zora from his icy imprisonment and answer some questions from my chat, who says, any plans on starting Sly? Yes? Yes. How to answer this? Let's see. So today, for my Black Friday shopping, I was buying myself a... So first off, I went to my local game store where we play Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. But they also sell video games and whatnot there. So I went there because they were having Black Friday deals, and I went to go see if they had a backwards compatible PS3. Because I have a PS3, but it's one of the newer models that came out later on in the PS3 life cycle, the PS3 Slim, as it's sort of referenced as. But you need a backwards compatible model, obviously, to play Sly 1, which was a PS2 game. And you could. I do have Sly Cooper, the trilogy disc collection disc on PS3, but it's much slower. You can't really speedrun that version of it. And if you do the PSN digital download version, that one's also slower. I can't really cite to you the reasons why, because I don't remember off the top of my head. A lot of it has to do with like glitches you can't do or cutscenes you can't skip, stuff like that. So really the fastest and most realistic way to speedrun Sly 1 is to play the backwards compatible PS3, or the PS2 disc and a backwards compatible PS3. Hang on. Oh, I've come back to life. Wow, what a statement. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous. It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. How can you tell? Because I'm a human? What are you, speciesist? As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater. Alright! You got a Zora tunic. This diving suit is adult size, so it won't fit a kid. Wear it, and you won't drown underwater. I see. Princess Ruto went to the water temple. Wow, whenever we were a kid, he was like super worried about his daughter. And now he's like, oh, my daughter went to go fight a monster in the water temple? Whatever. But anyway, continuing on the explanation with Sly. So today, during my Black Friday shopping, I went to that store. They had a PS3, but it wasn't the backwards compatible version. So I just bought myself some Yu-Gi-Oh cards just to feel like I didn't waste my time going there, honestly. Oh, I also bought, guess what, Smexy, you're gonna like this. I bought Scooby-Doo Classic Creep Capers on the Game Boy. Because in case you didn't know, that game is also available on the Game Boy. So that's pretty neat. Maybe I'll try to speedrun the Game Boy version of that game too. So I got that. I got some cards. Yeah. I got some cards. So when I came home, I was ordering a backwards compatible PS3 from eBay, and it was, it was used. Obviously, that's fine. Got another piece of heart. Oh, sweet! That filled out another heart container. So we have, awesome, nice. So I was buying another backwards compatible PS3 online. But when I did so, I hit submit, and I realized that I had accidentally used the delivery address as somewhere I used to live. I no longer live there. So that was a disaster. So I had to cancel the order, and now I'm waiting. I already got the cancellation confirmation and the refund confirmation from the seller. Like, he already canceled the order and everything. But I'm gonna wait until the refund goes through and is like actually on my bank account, just to make sure everything's kosher before I try to reorder it. So yeah, I definitely have plans on Sly. It's just slow going now because I messed up. GameCube game, Night of 100 Frights. Yeah, Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. I believe that's on PS2 as well. And honestly, I feel like I have, because when I was a kid, I had at least one, if not two, Scooby-Doo games on my PlayStation 2. And I feel like I have the vaguest of memories that Night of 100 Frights was one of them. But I don't really know for sure. But I do know for sure that it's one of the more popular Scooby-Doo games to speedrun, because if you join the Scooby-Doo speedrunning Discord, which I could send you an invite to sometime or something if you want, yeah, that's the game that a lot of people talk about. Seems like it's the one people really focus on. Obviously, no one really focuses on classic Creep Capers. It just seems like everyone's really hype about Night of 100 Frights. So, I can't remember which platform or anything they play it on, but that's the one that everyone seems to play. That one, and there might have been one other really popular one, I can't remember off the top of my head. But I've considered looking into it as well, you know, just continuing the Scooby line of games to speedrun. So that's my story with Sly. My plans are to get my backwards compatible PS3. Here's my plans. Beat Ocarina of Time. Start playing Scooby-Doo again. Try to possibly beat your record. Spend some time on that. Maybe spend some time making guides and stuff for the speedrun.com page. And then eventually, maybe starting next year in like January or February, start with Sly. So that's sort of the plan. I'm just getting the PS3 in advance, really. So let's go ahead, and I've just been sort of talking about my speedrun stuff, but this is about Zelda right now, what I'm about to say. Let's go ahead and use the song we learned to teleport to the water temple. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely enjoying the competition. Got a lot to learn from each other. So it takes us to Lake Hylia. But as you might notice, there's not much of a lake. This place used to be filled with water. Oh, there is water, but most of it's gone. There's barely any left at all. It's really depressing. But if you come to the water's edge, we can see that there's some sort of gate down there. That must be the water temple. It would make sense, right? Yeah, it's rather sad. Let's go talk to the professor up here who lives at Lake Hylia. He researches, I'm pretty sure he's like a marine biologist or something. He probably like researches the Zoras and aquatic wildlife that live in the lake and just researches the lake in general. I wonder if he's still alive because he's really old. Daily trying to get to the bottom of the mysteries of Lake Hylia. Lake scientist. Alright, let's see what's up. Yeah, he's still here. What's up, dude? Hello there, son. I'm researching the process of making medicine by mixing Lake Hylia's water with various unusual compounds. Perhaps you've met that old lady from the potion shop. She is like a student of mine. Ho ho. So, if I talk to the lady at the potion shop, she'd probably give me something. Pretty sure it's like a side quest. She'll give me something I can bring to him, and he'll give me something in return. I'm pretty sure he gives me like water drops, or eye drops, I mean. I don't know. But I do want to show you guys something. If you actually come down here to the bottom of his tank, which has measuring stuff, but there's rupees down here if you want. But even cooler, can I not destroy this thing? Even cooler. Let's see, can I use the hammer when I'm underwater? Let's see. I cannot. Is that he has a shark! I don't know if it's supposed to be alive. It's definitely just like a really crappy image of a shark. But it's a funny little Easter egg, I guess. But it's funny, he has this like tank with the depth measurement and everything, and then in Majora's Mask he has something kind of similar. He has a tank that you use to... Oh, interesting. I wonder if I could drop fish in here and if that would do anything. Interesting. But he has a tank that you put the Zora eggs in and stuff in Majora's Mask, but that's different. That's a different game. So, we're actually gonna get close to the end of the episode here. We're gonna get into the temple first. So we know for sure that down there, it's gotta be the temple, right? I mean, it only makes sense. It looks like a temple, it's fenced off, It's at the bottom of Lake Hylia, which is where that song brought us to. But how do we get in? Well, there's this thing here. If we shoot it with our hookshot, it sort of unleashes the gate for whatever reason. Whatever sort of mechanical engineering went behind that. And now we're in the water temple, which is most people's most hated temple. Is it as bad as everyone says? Well, I guess we'll find out next episode. Guys, again, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube, the follow button if you're here on Twitch, or even the subscribe button if you're on Twitch. Make sure to follow me over on my Twitter that you see down there at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And again, thanks so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. A lot more than you know. So, join in next time, and we'll see if the water temple is as bad as everyone makes it out to be. So guys, thanks so much again, and I'll see you next time.